All right, shalom, and welcome to another Bible study that Yahweh has enjoined unto us here in this body of Yahshua. My name is Esaac ben Israel, and I'm the elder priest, and I'm joined here with the under priest, Priest Kish. Shalom, my brother.
Shalom.
All right, so praise Yahweh that we have another opportunity to read out of the legacy that He has so graciously left for the children of Israel, knowing that our people would be scattered across the four corners of the globe, that we would not be able to keep these things in the diaspora that our people would go through, which is quite interesting when you hear people say how much they have grown up in the culture and how they have kept this culture for generations. It actually does not coincide with what is written in this book, because what is written is that Israel would be punished for not walking totally in the things that Yahweh has given unto us. Now, the heathen was not given that. So the heathen can halfway worship Yahweh and Yahweh not punish the heathen. The children of Israel do not have that ability, because it was the children of Israel who stood before that mountain and said, all the things that you have said we will do. We agree to the covenant, and we are the ones that are held strictly by that covenant. That then ends up getting confusing as you look out in the earth and people say, well, these individuals are blessed with money. And, when these individuals do wrong, nothing happens to them. Excuse me. We have a tendency to believe that when nothing happens, when there's wrongdoing, that we believe that we are being blessed. We believe that that is a blessing, not understanding that whatever things we don't go into judgment for now, we're going to go into judgment for later. And a true father, a true shepherd is going to stop you in your tracks, deal with that situation now. It says, he that spares the rod, he spoils the child, and he hates that child. Why? Because that child is now growing up with a really bad disposition and attitude, and believing that forgiveness is owed to him, that he can do whatever he wants to do, and he should be forgiven. He should be restored. That's the kind of attitude that we are putting in the child by sparing that rod and not allowing that child to feel the consequences of his or her actions. So when we look out in the earth and we see, oh man, these people are constantly in prison. Well, Yahweh says the true children of Israel would be punished 7 times more for their sins. And when you look at the things that we have had to undergo as a people, our people can steal like pennies on the dollar and end up doing years in prison. Yet you will find Gentiles who have stole billions and end up not doing 1 day in prison. And I mean, you're talking billions to pennies. So it's truly one of those things where our people are getting the real amount of that force of punishment. But we, on a natural sense, would look at that and say, hey, this is racism. We don't look at that and say that this is the power that our Elohim put upon us, that we are supposed to be in a position that we give the world, excuse me, something to focus on. But what we do is end up allowing the world to focus on our bad things. And these are the things that they use against us, the powers that be. So when there's something to be laughed and mocked or something like that, they will put that in the forefront. I find it interesting when there's an event that might take place and there are 3 or 4 people there as witnesses, and then the news pick who they're going to talk to. They will ignore the 2 articulate brothers who say, you know what, I saw what happened. I was a witness to this event. They won't use that interview. Another person said, yeah, I saw it too. I was standing over here and I was able to witness what happened. They won't do that one. But when the guy with the rollers in his head, with the with the tank top on, and he got the gold chain laying right in his taco meat, and he said, "I've seen everything. Let me tell you." That's the dude that they put on television. Now you have to ask yourself, why is that a constant thing over and over again? So this media is hell bent on making sure that we are represented in a negative light, but so is the walk of all who are going to follow after righteousness. I want to start with a few questions. There was a question asked because in a lot of the Psalms and Proverbs, you'll see this word Selah, and they wanted to know what that meant. So let's go to Psalms chapter 3. And some of the things you have to consider what's happening here. We may just look at a song as a song, but this is somebody's pouring their heart out about what they have gone through and what they have encountered. So when it comes down to that, they want this to be delivered accurately. So the name of this is Save Me, O My Elohim. Now, for you to get this, you have to feel where he is. It says a psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. So you're talking about a king who's fleeing from a man. A king ain't supposed to flee from nothing. Okay? So, but not wanting to